Also, to add on here that for the second point, if a tree is there at a particular site, how do we decide whether what will be the state of tree at the next instant? So that depends on the burn probability of the tree. Okay. So now we have seen how the initializations and the simulations have been run. So here comes the comparative study, that as we increase the probability of tree being present, that is basically if we increase the tree density of a forest, how does a forest fire spreads? So this graph shows us how the forest density varies with time for given different values of tree probability, that is basically density. So as the tree probability increases, that is the density increases, we see that we have less number of islands and that the trees are more connected to each other. This facilitates the spread of forest fires as the trees are in contact with each other. So in such a case, the fire spreads at a higher scale. Here we can also see that as the probability increases, the density of forest with time is decreasing. Now continuing to it, here we have plotted uh, the graph between probability of trees, that is the initial number of trees, with the final density of trees, final density of the forest at time t is equal to 120. So here we see that initially uh, the final density of okay, so we see that after a certain point of time, the density starts decreasing and it nearly reaches zero for a given probability of trees. So why is this happening? This is happening because as the tree probability is increasing, there are less number of islands and the trees are more connected to each other. So here we can also see that after nearly zero point 0.7 more than zero point 0.7, we see that the density decreases drastically and goes to zero. So this is where the tipping point is. Also from this graph, we can see that after 0 0.7, 0.8 value for tree probability 0.8, we see that time for higher values of time, it goes to zero, that the forest finally vanishes. Now next we have this 17 by 17 grid, and here what we do is initially the fire is in the middle place and it starts spreading, and the immunity of the forest is 0 and the spread probability is 1. So initially the fire is in the middle, and as time goes by all of the forest catches fire uh, and it disappears. Now this we have run this simulation we have done is that is tree probability versus the final density of forest. This we have done to show that whatever grid length we take, since since it has periodic behavior, we see approximately same graphs for all of these. So it is the again probability of trees versus final density. The trend is it is showing has already been described, but here what we want to point out is for all of the for different values of grid length, we see an approximately same behavior. This is because of the um, periodic thing that we have considered. Yeah, periodic boundary condition, right? Now next is initially we have assumed that the tree burns in one time step, but here we assume that the tree burns in two time steps. So this is the simulation. Now we do this comparison of the tree burning in two time step and one time step. We see that for most of the cases, the density of forest for the same initial probability, the density of the forest in this case for burn time step is equal to 2 is less. This is because uh, this is because as the tree is on fire for a longer duration of time, that is two time steps, so more number of trees catch fire, and that is why there is more fire and the final density of trees in the forest remaining is less. Say if we consider for probability 0.7, this red line, it goes somewhere below 0.4, and in this case it is above 0.6. So here we can see this difference, that here since it is for a longer time period the tree is on fire, we see that the density of the forest is less. Now this is when the spread depends upon the number of neighboring burning trees. So this is the simulation. So this is the graph of probability of spread depending upon number of neighboring burning particles. So it is forest density versus time. This is when the probability is dependent upon neighbors, and this is when we have a common probability, immune probability for all of the forest trees. So here if more number of neighbors are burning, we see that we have higher probability of burning, or the immune probability goes down, and here the immune probability is constant. So here we see that the final resulting density of the forest is less because the trees burn more, and here it is more, and here the density is more. Yeah, that's it. Thank you.